Perks.
Bill is headlining Hilarities this weekend, you know? And
Yes, on Sunday.
He did New Day Cleveland over at Fox 8, which is like that little show they have. And this Natalie Herbick is foxy.
Oh, she's
I know her.
right?
She's very sweet. She's awesome.
She's great.
She's single?
I believe so.
I couldn't get an answer on that one.
Did you ask her in the break?
I asked her on the show.
She might have a boyfriend, but I don't know that she's married.
Is she from here?
She's not married. I don't know where she's from.
Okay.
I didn't get to talk to her that much other than
we talked
on the show.
This is Fox, so I assume there's a lot of cursing in this?
No, it's just regular old safe for TBN radio
Back to New Day
broadcast.
Cleveland. You might know our next guest, or you might recognize his voice for sure as the co-host on the Alan Cox Show, but he'll be spending the weekend at Hilarities. Welcome, comedian Bill Squire, to the show today. It's good to have you. It's nice to have a local guy here, you know?
It's great to be here. This is actually my first time on...
Bill's wearing a shirt that says, "Come on, America."
Okay, pants.
Right,
Made
that's
by
good.
Superior.
I like that.
local television.
Really?
I've been doing comedy for 13 years, but nobody wanted me on TV. But
Was there a reason for that?
I-
Should we have
I think
checked
that,
your
I think
background
this is what
beforehand?
does it, just the way I look.
Why don't they ever give the station we're on? I always appreciate them name-checking the show, but they never give the station. Like, people who don't know this show, they might want to find it. They might go, "Hey, this guy's funny. I want to tune into that show."
Yeah, usually, I feel like it's the opposite. I think usually they're like, "Hey, it's Erika from WMMS," and I'm like, "The Alan Cox Show."
Well, yeah, okay.
Radio suits me a lot more than
Oh,
television.
come on.
Yeah.
So what? Well, now I know you're not married. So
Not married.
is there?
How does she know that? Did you?
She did a little,
I
she
know
did-
you're not
She did a
married.
little pre-interview with me, and she's like,
You have
"What do you
the
want
I'm
to
not
talk
married
about?"
face going on.
And
A
I was just like,
pre-interview.
Yeah,
Was
she's
the
like,
first
what
question,
do-
"Are you married?"
No, she's like, "What do you want to talk about?" I'm like, "Here's a bunch of things that we can talk about.
Yep.
Go ahead and throw whatever you want at
I'd like
me,
to
and
talk
I'll
about me
make it
hitting on
work."
you.
Yeah.
Right.
You're dating somebody?
I've been dating people. I just broke up with someone, but we're still kind of like complicated right now, I guess is the way to put it.
Complicated.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, but, you know, I lost all this weight and I'm single and...
They should have really put up a before and after photo
Yeah,
of you, because
that
you
would've
need
been smart.
context for that.
Yes.
Because you look awesome now. And when old photos come up on Facebook, man, I'm like, wow, Bill was fat. Like, I don't
So fat.
remember.
I know. I don't remember you being that big.
I don't remember. It didn't feel like I was that big, but I was huge.
Big guy.
Huge.
I think the
Huge.
epitome of it is when we filmed that Dry Love video, and you're rolling around on that mattress in my old guest bedroom. I'm like,
Or Poppin' Seams, the
Yeah.
Poppin' Seams video.
popping seams too. That was right when he joined the show.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The first time in my life girls actually want to go out with me, which is weird for me because I was always like the friend zone, like, "Oh, if you break up with your boyfriend, I'll be here," kind of guy. And now girls actually want to go out with me, and I've kind of wielded this, you know when you go to Chipotle
Oh, I love going to Chipotle.
and
so
it's
I
time to
can
get
maybe relate.
napkins?
Uh-huh.
You don't just take one napkin.
Take a bunch of napkins.
You take a bunch of napkins, and that's kind of how I've treated dating since I've been single.
A bunch of
All
you take
the
a
napkins.
you know what, you take a bunch of sanitary napkins and you see which ones bleed the most, and then those are the ones that you keep. Good analogy.
Oh, okay.
And that's a crappy
okay.
thing to do with napkins. And I've been doing it with people, and I'm a dirtbag. I'm just a huge dirtbag. Are you
Well,
single?
Well, you did. I'm not
Great lead-in. I'm a dirtbag. Are you single?
The best part is his uncomfortable laugh after
gonna
he
answer
said
that
it.
question now. I'm worried. So my.
It was
back,
a
go back,
comfortable because I saw the look on her face and the reaction to it because I just say I'm a dirtbag and I've been doing this to girls and she's like, "Why would you say this to me now?"
Right.
So,
Well, you did. I'm not going to answer that question now. I'm worried. So my next question to you though is I know.
You know what? She's really pretty. She's not like
She
TV
is.
hot, where like they put a lot of these girls on TV. They put makeup on them, so
No,
they work
is-
for TV.
She fills in sometimes here. Have you ever seen her in the building?
No.
She won't be like all made up and whatever. She'll just come
on
she-
TAM.
GAR. I
Really?
think she's filled in on GAR before because I see her in the lobby
start
sometimes.
showing up in
and
the morning.
Really?
We follow each other on Instagram, so I've kind of like half known.
Fills
known her
in
for a while.
when? She hasn't been in Cleveland that long, has
Like
she?
maybe she's filled in for Leanne if Brian and Leanne were like their
Oh.
morning show, or maybe she's just appeared on their show. I don't know, but I remember her being at the station a few times and me being like, "Natalie, what are you doing here?" She's like, "Oh, I'm doing something for GAR or something."
I think I would have remembered that.
or maybe it was
but-
TAM. I don't remember, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I know she's filled in the building, and I remember
Maybe Magic?
could be.
TAM ends up being the repository for chicks who are in between TV gigs They do
Yeah,
news radio
yeah.
for a little while, then they get another TV gig and they're out. But
she came in not all like TV glammed and whatever, and she's just like really naturally pretty.
that's what I mean.
Just like
she's
a
not.
girl next door, like really pretty
Because
person.
some of these TV girls, you'll see them out in public, you'll be like, whoa! Like that Angelica Campos that used to be on Fox. I think she's in San Diego now. She was real. We had her in like years
we
ago
had her
when
in,
she
yeah.
first came to town. She wasn't a big fan. But I saw her like at the grocery store one time. I was behind her in line, and I didn't even realize it was her until I kind of scooted around her. I was like, whoa!
Yeah,
Ew.
she's no makeup outside of work.
Yeah.
Angelica Campos, that chick. So,
Yeah.
but she's working somewhere else, Miami or somewhere.
San Diego, I
Or
think. Yeah, I think so.
You have kids.
Yes.
Adorable kids.
Okay, well, they're kids.
Okay.
No, they're actually my ex-wife's kids from her first marriage, so they're my stepkids, but I've been in their life for a long time, so I'm raising them like they're my own. I also have a Why So Serious Joker tattoo from The Dark Knight and my ex-wife's name on my wrist, so like decisions aren't my thing.
Okay.
Like
Your ex-wife name on your. So you're gonna are you gonna leave? Well, is that helping with the ladies
I'm just
though?
gonna
When you pick them up, do the ladies not care?
Well, I want to see who else can make the list, so I got her.
She doesn't know what to do with you. She's doing a pretty good job of
She
keeping
does a
it going.
great job, and I appreciate how sweet she is through the whole interview. As I get worse and
you
worse.
know, there's room.
Are you trying to see if your list grows longer than the
Yeah,
Browns quarterback
there's
list?
room
or
for
what are you
Natalie.
doing? Natalie, oh jeez.
My golly! Whoa, what do I gotta do?
I feel for her in that situation because multiple times on this show, dudes have been creepy towards me, and I'm like, I honestly don't know what to say to you right now.
Yeah, but they're on live
With
television.
that reaction, oh jeez.
Golly! Well, I don't know what to say. Sorry, Governor.
Natalie.
Natalie, oh jeez. Okay, so now being from Cleveland,
She's like,
though,
I
you
like
must love-
women.
Oh, yeah.
Bill, I'm totally into chicks.
Yeah.
All right? Lay off, bro.
And then that brings
sports
him
fan.
more into it. She's like, damn it.
Uh-huh. How do I throw this guy off?
Very big sports fan. Having the Cavs win this championship.
Were these all setups? She set you up for all these?
Yeah, I just threw her a bunch of things that I was fine talking about, and
Right.
she kind of led me in, and I had something to say.
Do you work in a Nutrimos plug?
No, I did not. That would have been smart.
is pretty much the last accomplishment that I'll ever have. Because, you know, I haven't done a lot with my life, and I'm not going to do a lot with my life, so I'm just going to piggyback off of that accomplishment, take it for my own, and just coast off of that. Like, I don't even plan on putting a toilet seat down again at this point. Like, that's them winning that championship is enough for me.
That's all you needed.
Yeah,
in
it was
life, to be
like
happy,
the
to die
motto was
happy.
one before I die, and it happened way before I was going to die.
So you're good.
So I'm good. I'm done. What else is there to do?
You started this when you were 22,
Yes.
getting into comedy.
Yes.
But I was reading this, and I thought you were joking when I read this. So,
Yeah.
but you're not. That
No.
you started this after you were excommunicated from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, the Mormon Church. Yeah. People always used to tease me. They'd be like, "Oh, Bill, you're a Mormon. How many wives do you have?" That hurt my feelings. I'd start to cry, and I'd run home to my mom's.
A classic. Worked in a
Oh,
classic.
man. I love how you elongate the S on that.
Oh, yes.
Mom's.
Gotta really emphasize it.
Oh, yeah, I got jokes.
I honestly think you're funnier when you're just trying to talk to her.
And that's
Like, I have jokes. Anyways.
Got jokes,
I
that's
got
for
jokes.
sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I really was excommunicated from the Mormon Church while I was a missionary in the Philippines, and that's a whole story. I can't tell that story on television.
Would we maybe hear it on Sunday when you're
Yeah, I'll
down
probably
in
tell.
Hilarities?
Yeah, uncensored.
That or hey, they can hear you on your podcast.
Yes, on my
too.
podcast I do with my friend's grandma and my friend.
Gotta plug
Paula
the grandma
Cooper.
podcast.
I brought her with
Can we
me.
get a shot of him?
Oh, you did?
So,
Yeah.
so you do. This is your friend.
You brought Cody's grandmother with you?
Yes.
Why?
Because she doesn't have anything else to do in the morning.
Why wouldn't she watch this at home?
Because I wanted to bring her with me. I called her at like 8:45. I'm like, hey, you're going to do some television with me.
I'm
And
picking
she's
you
like,
up, Nana.
Yep. And she's like, no, I don't want to do this. And I'm like, no, you're going to do it. And she's like, okay, let's go do it.
She
And
didn't
went with
want to
me.
do it.
No.
You insisted.
No, she doesn't. She's like a reluctant participant in everything we do.
Okay.
Like the podcast, anything that brings her attention, she's always like, I don't really want to do this, but I'll do it for you.
Hello.
Oh, is this Grandma? So you sound a lot different on the phone.
What do you want, Bill?
I was just wondering if you want to
No.
go and do some television with me today.
No.
Yeah.
I have a television bill.
I know, but you're going to be
I'm
on the
not
television.
No.
You'll be able to brag to all your friends that you were on
Brag,
Fox 8.
I don't have any friends.
You have lots of friends.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I have women I play mahjong and canasta with, but they're bitches. They're not my friends.
Well, then what better way to rub it in their face?
I'm eating half a grapefruit.
That won't take that long.
Leave
You
me
can still come with
alone.
me. Bring the grapefruit.
No.
Bring it.
Talk to my grandson.
I don't want to talk to him. I want to talk to you.
I don't want to go on your television program.
Well, you're going.
No.
Yep.
All right, pick me up.
See you in a bit.
So just like that?
Pretty much.
Friend's grandma, but
Yes.
you guys are tight.
Yeah,
as
like
thieves.
she's basically one
There
of my
she
best friends.
is.
Yes. That's Grandma. We do a podcast
It's
called
just
Gabbing
funny
with
because it's
Grandma. You
not
can find
your
it.
grandma.
Right.
You know, it's like you act like she is your grandma.
There's a grandma.
Right. Someone else's grandma over there, but I take her
She
around
is,
with
in
me.
fact, a grandma, just not my grandma.
It on not Netflix. What's that called? iTunes and Spreaker, and just Google Gabbing with Grandma and you'll find it, and it's hilarious because most of the time it's her.
You should call it someone else's grandma.
That's what it should be.
Yeah, it's called Gabbing with Grandma.
Or,
Gabbing
or
with Grandma.
not my grandma.
Yeah.
her and her grandson, who is her roommate, arguing about stuff that goes on in their lives, and then she hits on me.
Oh. Well,
You know what that's like, Natalie, don't you?
She does.
Yeah.
Did you follow her on Twitter before
Natalie?
or after this appearance?
I've followed her on Twitter a while ago, so we've been following
been
each other.
stalking her for a while
No,
then.
she followed me, and I followed her. This has been for a while, so.
get her added to your list. Look, she's turning away. No, I don't.
You do too, doesn't she? Look
She
how
said
guilty
maybe.
she
She
is.
said maybe.
Yeah, she's nodding.
So
She's
you're
like,
going to be
yes,
at
I
Hilarities on Sunday.
On Sunday.
You can also catch him on 100.7, Alan Cox
Right.
Show, 3 to 7 in the afternoons.
Yep.
You're going to be there. I know Christopher Titus is going to be there Friday, Saturday then, and Matt
he's hilarious. Check him out as well.
will be there tonight. So some
Yeah.
good guys there at the club. It's out at Pickwick and Frolic on East 4th Street. Bill, it's nice to meet you. I
Nice
hear
to
your
meet you.
voice. It's nice to finally meet you in
You
person.
do anything Saturday? You want to go on the Corona cruise?
I'm waiting to get my name tattooed on that list there on your wrist.
Well,
okay?
it's a good first step. Go
All
on
right,
the cruise.
all right.
I got a ticket for you.
All right, coming up after the break.
You're really pushing the hard sell on her.
You have to, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't I?
By the way,
Plus, it's a lot easier when there's no chance of anything actually going on because you got a boyfriend or whatever. Then you can just kind of be goofy and
Right.
open or whatever.
she is a big fan of the show.